Now don't get me wrong. When I say that we got to use a different type of strategy than protesting, that don't mean that we don't supposed to protest. It means that we supposed to not be gathered in a crowd, walking up and down the street with signs, because they could send in agitators from not from your group. They'd be from the government or somewhere else to start breaking windows and looting, and that'll bring the military in on you. Don't do that no more. And don't show your weapons to the government. Don't let them know. My old man always told me, don't be fronting your weapons off. Don't never let them know what type of weapons you got. And if you're going to guard a facility, don't let them see you. In other words, don't walk up and down like a sentry, with a gun trying to guard a facility or guard your neighborhood with a weapon, because they can see you and take you out. You be somewhere behind some bushes somewhere, and when they come into the area, they ain't gotta see you. You can take them out. Don't let them see you though. Just like when New Year's come, all the brothers gonna be shooting their guns in that neighborhood, letting them know how many guns you got. They gonna count that don't mean it's gonna be accurate, but they know just about how many guns is in the neighborhood. You better save your bullets, man. Instead of just shooting it up in the air, you better save your bullets. Another thing, if you was in a war with the guns, you'll run out of ammunition. You don't know how to make it. You don't know how to make guns. See, so you got to go somewhere and learn how to do all that. See, and you can use weapons, but you got to know how to use them. Another thing you got to know how to use is money. See, money could be a weapon. And just like when they give you these stimulus checks, first thing y'all gonna do is probably go and buy a pound of weed, buy something to get high off, sell some, keep some, get high off the rest, and you're buying it from the government. That's where you're buying it from. Another thing y'all don't know about weed is that they had a documentary on in the 80s about how they were spraying some type of poison, toxic chemicals on the weed. They say we we know that it don't have no effect. It might not have no effect on those that are using this weed this moment, but it might have an effect on their seed or their generation, the next generation. So you fighting the reason why we can't understand our enemy is because the enemy could be very nice, just like a pimp is nice to his hoes at first. Pimp is nice to his hoes. He treat them good, feed them, buy them clothes so they look good, and then he turned them out on the corner. Some of them don't have to be mean. You know, they pick the right kind of hoe that like to do that kind of stuff. Well, some hoes don't want to do it, but the pimp will make them do it. You know, he might beat their asses a couple of times if they don't do exactly like he say though. Well, you know, that's how this government do. That's why he set out them stimulus checks. You know, because he know you're going to give it right back. That's just how they would do if you had reparation. Yeah, if he give you, he say to the black man, this is reparation, I'm going to give it back. See, you need to get some land. Now, we know he not going to give you no land. But if you in a city like Detroit is 85% black, that's your land right there. Majority rule. All you got to do is learn how to control it. Now that was why I was playing that video about the 1967 riots about Detroit, because what happened out of that them riots was we got a black mayor, Mayor Coleman Young, that was down for his people. And he reigned mayor for 20 years. But his people wasn't ready for rulership. They weren't ready for control. So when they got rid of Mayor Coleman Young, now you see who running the city now. The white man. And some black militant brothers help this white mayor get in office. You know. Because of the works of Kwame Kilpatrick. That's all they needed was to have a brother with a mindset like Kwame Kilpatrick. You know, we hate each other anyway, and we waiting on us to mess up so we can let the white man get control of the plantation again. You know. And when they elected Obama as president, you know, y'all thought, I don't know if y'all was thinking he was going to help us, but even if he wanted to help us, he couldn't help us. Just like they knock off presidents, they kill presidents. They killed Kennedy, they killed Lincoln, you know. And they never did uncover the real truth of how they killed Kennedy and his brother and stuff, King and all them. So, you know, he did, you know, Obama did what he could do, which was nothing. Because they was going to use him as a whipping post, a whipping boy. To let you know that blacks ain't ready to handle running a government. And right now I can say that they right. Y'all not ready because y'all slow. And our women are still, when they get some money, invest in this. Every time you invest in something, you're investing in the United States. You're not investing in yourself. You're investing in the United States. You got to get a business license. You got to pay business taxes, property taxes. You're giving the money right back to the, you know. Now, but if you didn't have to pay taxes, if you didn't have to get a business license, and if you made what you're investing in, if you produce cars, if you produce a toilet paper, if you produce toothpick, if you produce anything and invest in it, I would say all right. But you're not producing nothing. Everything that you invest in, somebody else is producing it. You see? And you just getting a percentage out of it. So, I mean, it's still a job. You know, you're not manufacturing nothing. Black people ain't manufacturing. They're not producing anything. The Arabs, so-called Arabs, Middle Easterns that came over and took over the blocks, where the Jews once took over, where you was going to the Jews for your food. Now the Arabs, and then you go to the Chinese for your beauty products, Chinese food. You don't even make clothes like you know. Sisters used to make clothes, their own clothes. My mother made her own clothes. They don't do that. Maybe in the Nation of Islam they might make their own clothes, but the brothers don't make their own suits in the nation. They buy their suits. You know. So anytime you invest in something, you're not investing in yourself. You're investing in the Caucasian, because he make everything for you. When the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was here, he had banks, he had houses, he had boats, he had farms. He was getting ready to build a black hospital. You don't have that now. So you got to change your strategy up. You got to go micro. In the hood, all them vacant lots in Detroit, grow your food. You know, grow your food in them lots, in the backyard. You know. I know a lady, well, I ain't got time. I'll run it on the next video. Keep listening.